to dream on an earthly night hangs upon a caressing.
Hello everybody, it's LadyArie again, and today I'm going to show you a simple thing, nothing too extravagant, how to make a protection or some kind of sweet dreams pouch that you can put underneath your pillow when you sleep at night. What I do is I had a little bit of fabric that I cut out into a square, and then I folded the edges and sewed them together, and then I stuck ribbon, or actually first I cut little holes inside the pouch, and then I stuck the ribbon through each hole, so that way when you close it, it should shut and seal. And then you take one of the strings and you wrap it around the first time, so it looks like this, and then you take the other string and tie it as if it was a shoelace, and that's how you seal it, just like that. But this pouch right here is empty. You can have whatever color you like. I chose green because I liked the fabric that I had. If you're a sewer like me, you know that for every project that you work on, there's going to be extra pieces of fabric. I tend not to throw that away, only because they can come in handy whenever you need to make a pouch just like that. Long story short, I have my wooden bowl that I will put all of my ingredients in, and you should always cleanse your bowls before you put anything in it. In my case, I have my lavender water that I like to purify everything with, and clean, not with the lavender water. First you wash soap and water, then you cleanse it with your special water. And today I will be using chamomile, lavender, and just simple bay leaves. You can find them in grocery stores. They are an herb. You can eat them. I wouldn't recommend eating these ones here because they've been here for a long time, and I only use them whenever I need them. I'm not saying herbs go bad, it's just they're old and I'm constantly sticking my fingers in there, and yeah. And last but not least, dragon's blood that I bought the resin for, and I grinded it up and turned it into powder, so that way there is more and I can use less. And a spoon. You need a spoon, so that way you can watch your portions, because you don't want to make too much where it's overflowing, or too little where it's not enough. And what I'm going to do is take the lavender, make sure whatever herbs that you mix in together, you know the magical meanings and purposes of them. In my case, I have a printed out list of all the herbs that I need, because it's really, you can't remember them all because there's a long list of herbs. And as you can see, I've already highlighted some of them that I've been wanting to buy or look for. And I'll read off the list what lavender is for. This, as soon as I can find it, I am currently trying to put everything in a book, so I won't be cluttered with paper. Lavender is for love, purification, sleep, chastity, longevity, purification, happiness, and peace. Okay, so after you read that, obviously you know you want some of that in your life. So you take a spoon, just a small tablespoon, that's it, just a small tablespoon, and you just put the lavender in there as much as you need. You could fill up the whole spoon if you want. Just put it in the bowl. And then you put the lid on the lavender and put it back to where you got it. And next would be our chamomile. I will also read it off the meanings for you for that too. I really don't need to read off the meanings. I'm just giving you an idea of what they are for. I'm sure there's extended meanings. It says that chamomile is for money, sleep, love, purification. Obviously, I like the purification part and the love part, so just a little bit. If you have the little buds for the lavender, you can grind them up and stuff. I choose to keep them whole because sometimes I make tea out of it. And when they're whole like that, it's stronger tea. And next you have bay leaves, which if you have the whole ones again, you don't really need a spoon for it. My phone just went off. And I'll read the meaning for the bay leaf. It's for protection, psychic powers, healing, purification, and strength. That's a big thing. So instead of, because grinding this up is kind of impossible, because it's so dry and hard. I just fold it in half, which causes it to break. Fold it in half again, unless you have already powdered bay leaf. And then you just kind of just keep folding it until it breaks and falls into the bowl, because it's easier that way when you're doing it that way. And that way you only need one leaf if you have them whole, so that's just enough for like a spoonful. And you put them in the bowl with the rest of your herbs, and then put the cap back on it. Also, you take the dragon's blood. You don't have to have dragon's blood. I just use dragon's blood just to give it a little boost. And because dragon's blood is so popular, do not fill up the bowl. Not popular, so strong. Do not fill up the spoon all the way. You only need just the tip of it, just enough where you need that little boost. And you really don't need just that much. You can also just do it a little bit like that. But since this is going in a pouch, I would prefer to fill up the spoon. I put too much on there. Just at the tip, and just sprinkle it in there like that. And if you have, you don't have to, but if you have a Morton pestle, you can put them in there from your bowl. And a lot of times you could just like do this or whatever, but I found it easier just to move it around like that, so that way it strains your hand just in case you have arthritis. Because then you don't have to do much other than moving your arm. But if you have arthritis, I don't think you're able to do that either. Alright, we just grind it up a little bit. Now it smells good. And it should look like powder. Dump it back into the bowl and take your spoon and take the sprinkle the rest in there. Dragon's blood doesn't like always to come out, so we put this back where you got it. That's only if you have one. And right now you have powder, and you take your spoon and you mix it all up just like that. And what you do is, now we put what we made inside the pouch. As soon as I can open the pouch, put all of it inside the pouch, like this. You don't have to dump it in there like this. I think it'd be easier to use this spoon. And now we seal it. Just like before when I taught you in the beginning, wrap it around like this, just once, and then take the two strings and tie it like it's a shoe. And then you tie it again. Just to keep it from spilling while you're sleeping. And you don't have to do it in a little bow, but I think bows are pretty. Even though mine didn't come out as well as I wanted it to. So, you have it in your pouch now. your little charm for whatever it was that you have purpose for. You don't have to use the exact herbs that I use. It can be any kind of whatever you're wishing for, and you can smell it too. And what you do now is you wait for the new moon, because the new moon would cleanse it for you. And if you are closest to the full moon will be even better. And after you leave it there overnight, or maybe just for an hour under the moon, you take it out and you tuck it under your pillow like this, and you sleep on top of it. And from then on, it should bring you whatever it is that you wish for. And that's how we make a, a Sweet Dreams pouch. Thank you for watching. Many blessings to you.